Hey everybody, the world will be reckoned with soon enough. Our country will be reckoned with soon enough, and our hearts as people will be reckoned with soon enough. Are you prepared for it? Stick around, let's talk just a little bit. Some thoughts I'm having on this subject. And look who's back. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just want to speak briefly today on a timeline of getting things done, a timeline of things that are happening quickly in the world. If you guys are paying any attention to this political mumbo jumbo, and you see it changing rapidly, you see you see and hear the talking points. You hear what these folks are talking about, what are important to them. You hear what the general public talks about, what is important to them. I was scrolling through Facebook earlier this morning. Yes, I know, Facebook. But, you know, I stay plugged into some of this stuff to keep my finger dipped in the water, you know, to see what the temperature is. And I'll give you this example. I got a friend of a friend. All right, we'll just call him that. That's through this Facebook. I know this fella. Nice guy to your face. Well, he's been bashing the Bible and God and Christianity in a lot of open Facebook posts lately. It's his right to do so, I suppose. But I got to looking. There's lots of people. I mean, he's done lots of posts. And I mean, they're really, really nasty. I mean, they're really awful, really blasphemous. I mean, there's even some non-believers on there that have been like, you know, I'm not a believer, but whoa, dude, you know. And why don't I just delete him, right? Unfriend him, whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like a train wreck, and I can't stop looking at it. I really don't know, but I don't think God has called me to quit him in that regard. I don't say anything to him, but and really, it's his father that I'm good friends with, and I know him through his father. So anyhow, that being said, I'm looking at a lot of comments that are being left on lots of these posts, and they're endless posts, and a lot of people are saying this, you know, confirming this sickness, this stuff he's saying, and agreeing with him that that's the biggest cup of coffee, isn't it? And agreeing with him that you know, oh, God is not real and blah blah blah, and Christians suck and all this. Again, everyone has that right to think that, but I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and I go and click on the profile of many of these people that are in agreement with him, and I see just some of the most blatant, sickest things. I guess it should not come as a surprise, I suppose. So this whole thing illustrates what is apparent to many of us is the sickness that is embedded in so many people in our country and around the world. And this sickness is a lack of God in our lives. This sickness is a lack of caring and compassion for other humans. This sickness is rampant, is huge, is everywhere, and is ruining this country. And you know, so it just illustrates that point even more. And I think that this country has fallen. You know, we just don't know it yet. You know, the frog in a boiling pot of water analogy applies here. We are damn near boiled, and we don't even realize it. Many, anyway, don't. Many of us do. I don't think there's any coming back from it. Just like integrative preparedness, Steve over there said, we're doomed. I mean, and I hate to make this about a doom and gloom thing, but let's be honest here, okay? We're not coming back from this, you guys. We only have one direction to go from here. And if you're a believer, you know that this is how it's going to go. And we happen to be the ones lucky enough to see it in our lifetime. Lucky is probably not the right word, but you get the point. It's just an evil fallen world. That's why you need to be prepared for it, okay? So anyway, let me continue on with the thoughts I had that we were just listening to. It just brings to my attention the urgency of getting prepared even more. The urgency of getting your house in order, the urgency of getting your spiritual house in order, then getting your home in order, your family, your familial relationships in order, definitely your preps, I don't know. There's just, it's a tumultuous time. There's a bunch of, so I'll say it straight up, evil candidates that are vying for the presidency. And then we've got Donald Trump, who I hope he gets reelected, just for the sake of what we've talked about before, buying the time, keeping the agenda at bay a little bit longer. But he's not been 100%, I've been a little disappointed, to say the least, with him as well. Excuse me. So anyway, just get your stuff together. I was watching another video yesterday, and he was talking about another prepping video. It was integrated preparedness, or the day before, whenever it was. The last two videos he put out that kind of go together, and he said something to the effect, about getting prepared, about doing it now, about not waiting, about not procrastinating. But then he said something that reminded me of kind of one of my earliest messages to you guys, if you will, and that is, I forget how he worded it, but something along the lines of do what you can. If you can only do a little bit, do a little bit. If you can do a lot, do a lot. Early on I talked about baby steps. That's how we started, was baby steps in prepping, I didn't know what to do with all that. I didn't know how to do it. So we just started buying a few extra canned goods and buying an extra case of water and so on and so forth. And we've built it from there, to where we've got a decent stock of water, of food, of medical supplies, of ways to protect ourselves. We've physically moved locations, out to a more defendable, more spread out place where we're working on putting a homestead together. We've done lots of things. So I did something else. I'll go ahead and close this video by showing you this. So come on with me right quick. The lighting is probably going to be very poor. Hang on. All right, let's go back here with this light. Still kind of poor lighting. But I got this 15,000 watt generator. My wife got it on a resale site local to us. It's in perfect working order. We tried it out, and I checked all the functions and everything before I bought it. Got a very good deal on it. Got it. So this is actually my first generator. So you got to start somewhere, and if you can take a big step, big bold step, take it. If all you can take is baby steps, take baby steps till you get there. Make it happen. Don't be left with your pants down. Don't be standing there with your pants down. So on that note, I'm going to leave and go to work. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for joining me on The Real World Prepper. Bye. So the takeaway here, ladies and gentlemen, is get your house in order. Spiritually, physically, do it now, because a day of reckoning is coming. There's no doubt. Thanks for joining me on The Real World Prepper. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.